Hello everyone and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. Today we are talking about the lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra occurring on the 25th of March of 2024. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Of course, I'm always grateful for every single one of you. If you do find that you enjoy the content that I create and that I post here, please do take a moment to press that like button there. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and that way you can see more of my content at the forefront for you. Leave a comment down below as well. How is this eclipse working out for you? What do you've got going on? This is some big energy, so we're going to talk about that today. We're going to get the overall energy that this eclipse brings, and then we're going to pull out cards for your specific sign and see what area is highlighted the most. So lunar eclipses, what are they? Well, they're associated with the full moon. Full moon energy brings completion, brings things to harvest, can bring about manifestations into your world. They can bring endings. They can also bring deep spiritual insights. Your intuition might be very much heightened at this time, but eclipses themselves can bring about some chaotic energy. This can bring about an amplification of energy. This can be where things get a little bit unpredictable. We can have things come back into our lives. Sometimes we might get something that shows up again, which is when we thought we were done with it, whether it's people, whether it's memories, whatever that happens to be. But it's a great opportunity there to really get to the root, get to the heart of the matter, cleanse, purge, and make a final decision on things. Now, this energy brings with it, this eclipse brings the energy of Libra. Libra energy really is a focus on relationships of all kinds. Personal relationships, romantic, professional relationships here as well. This is a time when happiness with our partners can blossom, where everything you love about intimate partnerships, about your partnerships, your friendships, can really come to the forefront for you. And this can bring you a sense of fulfillment. If you're single, you might be meeting someone new around this time. If you are with someone, you might find that you get suddenly engaged. So if you've been feeling like a relationship has been a little bit stagnant, this can be where something shifts for you in a really positive way. Your business partnerships can prosper. You may start some new business business partnerships, and you may even hash out some sort of deal. On the flip side, because it is full moon energy, this can bring about endings to things. So some of you could have something that really, if it hasn't been going your way, if it hasn't been fulfilling for you on some level, this can be like kind of that do or die moment, like now or never. Either we make a decision, we move forward, we blossom, we grow, or we walk away. So this can be a big time here when people change jobs. This season of the year is when a lot of relationships go through a lot of changes, and this eclipse can really help you to propel things forward, whatever that looks like, because even an ending is about propelling us forward. This eclipse is a south node eclipse, and if we look back to the solar eclipse that we had in the sign of Libra in October of 2023, this is a culmination of that cycle, and that was a south node eclipse, and so is this one. And the south node energy is about our karmic paths. This can be about our past and releasing that past, moving over. This can be about getting out of your comfort zone. This can be about recognizing what patterns and habits that we tend to fall into. And the full moon energy is a great time to bring about a separation of those things and to move forward in a better, a healthier, and perhaps a more exciting way. Libra energy also does have to do with the law and legalities. So if you've been dealing with a legal situation, this can be where things wrap up for you. But at the same time, because this is about relationships and full moons can bring endings, this can be where people are taking legal action to legally separate from a person, whether it's business or whether it's romantic, right? So it can bring about some challenges here. Full moons do tend to carry a little bit of emotions, right? So this Libran eclipse is happening at 5 degrees. So if you have any planetary placements within 3 to 7 degrees per se of Libra, this is going to impact you the most. Same thing if you're an air sign, right? It's air energy here. Quick action, quick thinking can come in here, and also some deep thoughts can happen for you here. Check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay, so you could have those planetary placements there in your birth chart. All right, regardless of what your sun sign is, check out your rising and your moon. You may also want to check out your Venus sign readings as well, okay, all four, just to get the big picture, because at this eclipse, we also have a conjunction between Saturn. Saturn, of course, is our really fun planet of lessons, of, very challenging life lessons, discipline, fears, ambitions, but also structure. And it is the planet of karma, right? So you could be clearing out some karmic cycles, or you could be attracting some really positive karma into you, because a conjunction is a positive aspect. And this can bring an amplification of things, which may be a little bit challenging emotionally for some of you. But this can also be a blending of things together. This can be where we take some action on things, where we project ourselves forward. And this can really be about getting ourselves in the flow. And of course, we love the energy of Venus. Venus is wonderful. Venus rules Taurus and Libra. So we kind of have a double dose of Venus energy at this time. And Venus does, of course, bring about the energy of love. And this is love of self, love of others, love of what you do, learning to love even the challenges that you have overcome. And some of you might even be learning to love again on some bigger scale, bigger capacity. Venus also does bring us resources, new beginnings, creativity, and brings a really harmonious energy to our relationships. So even if you do find that there's something that you're walking away from, know that one chapter may be closing for you, but another one is opening for you at the same time. So this can be a very freeing energy for you. And of course, this is going to lead us into the solar eclipse in Aries, which is coming in very hot and heavy at the beginning of April. And so 2 weeks from now, or 2 weeks from the lunar eclipse, we've got that solar eclipse. So where we have the lunar eclipse can bring about ending of a cycle, the Aries solar eclipse is about rebuilding and about taking the next steps forward. So this is a very transformative time for us, but it can be very exciting for you as well. And again, it can be about a big release. So with having said all of that, a little bit of a mouthful, having said all of that, we're going to get into your sign. So check out if you're watching the full video, check out the timestamps down below. If you're watching this video, also check out, I'm going to put a link to your personal solar eclipse down below that we had in Libra in October, so that you can easily go back and reference that energy. So good luck in this eclipse. Get grounded in your energy. It can be a really good time just to take a step back and engage in some meditation. I likely wouldn't do, at eclipses, I wouldn't do manifestations at this time necessarily, because the energy is chaotic and unpredictable when we have eclipses. And so we don't want to attract that energy. It's not that you can't manifest at this time. If you feel really comfortable, go for it. It's just that sometimes our manifestations that we do set intentions for at eclipses, they can be short-lived, or they can be really good and then kind of turn a little bit topsy-turvy. Okay, and that might not be what you're looking for. That might be you want something a little more stable. So take this time to reflect and to focus on relationships and to focus on yourself and love and care and wrapping things up, or look forward to the future to start something new. So I hope you guys have a wonderful eclipse, and I will see you guys a little bit later, but we're going to get into your individual readings right now. Hello there, Cancer. This is your full moon in Libra reading with the lunar eclipse coming in here for you guys. This is happening in your 4th astrological house. Now, in a lot of ways, this energy will be very familiar and very comfortable for you. The moon rules the 4th house and it is associated with your sign. So you might be wanting to spend a little bit more time at home in this energy. Some of you might also be wanting to do something a little bit different with your home. You could be wanting to move somewhere. Perhaps some of you are buying a home, moving out of your current place of residence, or maybe even sprucing up the place a little bit with the full moon energy about releasing things. Sometimes this can be where maybe you're decluttering in some way or reorganizing your space. Some of you here might be experiencing changes with who you live with. You could be welcoming new people into your home, okay, or you could be booting them out, showing them the door. All right, all depends on your current circumstances here. The home is about your private space, about your private life, so you might be really looking at the information that you share out into the world. So if you have someone in your home, whether it's you or someone else that overshares, like on social media, things like that, you might be dialing things back a little bit and saying, you know what, I don't need to share this out there in the world. I don't need to share this. You might find yourself wanting a little bit more privacy on certain things in your life. You could also have some things going on in your relationships, in your home, with your parents, with your spouse, with your family, with your children. And you might just be like, you know what, we don't need to tell people about what's going on with this. There could be a little bit of secrecy going on there, but not secret like in a nefarious kind of way. It's just like, we don't need to tell people about this. This is private, right? This is, we do have in your 9th house, this is where we've got Saturn conjuncting Venus, your 9th house. This can have to do with travel, long distance travel. You might have a visitor to your home at this time, or you might be visiting someone else's home and traveling to get there. This can be where you are expanding your mind, you're learning things, or you might find your belief systems are changing here a little bit. Some of you might be wanting to learn something at this time as well. Thinking that, in order for me to get myself to where I want, I might need to take a course. You might want to take a class in something. If you want to make some home improvements, maybe you take like a woodworking class or something like that, right? Learn how to do it yourself rather than spend too much money. You might also be, if you're so inclined, some of you could be engaged in a lot more journaling at this time as well. This can just be, starting a diary, maybe you're starting a dream journal, a daily tarot card pull, that kind of thing. And that can actually help you, bring you some greater insights, inspiration, or help you recognize what is maybe holding you back in certain areas. So we got a lot of things going on with this particular energy, but there could also be a little bit of a push and pull here as well, because you are experiencing a square also, and sometimes we do have where you want to spend time at home, but people are encouraging you to get out. So you might be obligated to go out with like some friends and things like that. So on some level, you might want to be a little bit more sociable, but at the same time, you're feeling this little bit of push and pull between, but I really don't want to get dressed, or I don't want to go out. So you might be feeling that little bit of back and forth energy about, whether you want to leave your home or not. Okay. We have fruition energy coming in here for you guys as well. So this is beautiful. This is a time of blossoming, of growth. This is time where things can come to fruition for you. You could be reaping what you sow in a very positive way here. You could have some gifts and some blessings coming your way. And again, you might have like a visitor to your home that brings you, maybe some wine or helps you with some groceries, things like that. So it can be really wonderful for you. This can also be where you really see a vision of your future. How can I expand? How can I grow? How can I make something happen? How can I bring something to fruition in my life? And you might be really recognizing how to get that done. Because don't forget, Venus energy here brings resources. And the 9th house is ruled by Jupiter, and it brings some Sagittarian energy. So this is getting you outside, propelling you forward, expanding your horizons, and may also bring some gifts to you. Jupiter is wanting to bring you something around this eclipse. All right, whether it's bringing you an ending that moves you forward to a blessed new beginning, or whether it's bringing you people into your life, or maybe a little bit of luck to you, right? Jupiter wants to bring you something that is really positive for you, right? Jupiter is, of course, our beneficial planet of expansion, of growth, of spirituality as well, right? Big picture kind of energy coming in there. And so something really positive could go on, especially something with the law, some legalities, contracts, that kind of thing. So maybe you're signing a new lease at this time. Again, you could be paying off a mortgage. Maybe you could also be in this energy moving to a new neighborhood, right? That all of that kind of stuff can be going on right now. Maybe taking out a loan for a new home. So we can have some very wonderful things going on here for you guys, but it could be some transformative energy. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Yes, something is coming to you with the Six of Pentacles. This is a wonderful energy. Page of Pentacles, perhaps some money, gifts, information, and we've got the Six of Cups coming here for you guys as well. So yes, some of you could have the Six of Cups can be an old friend, an old colleague, right? This can be someone from your past that comes into your life, but it can be someone that brings you something really positive. And perhaps, you know, maybe they bring you flowers. They might help you out with some bills. They could bring you a job opportunity, right? Or maybe they bring you some information. You might get some information about your old neighborhood, about your home, where you used to live. Maybe you are reconnecting with old friends. With the Page of Pentacles, you can get an offer. You can get some money coming in. You can get an offer of, you know, a job, higher level commitment. Maybe someone invites you to go somewhere. Again, we've got the ninth house can bring in some travel energy there for you. So it can be like a reunion of some kind, you know, or, you know, maybe you are just feeling a little bit nostalgic at this time with that Six of Cups energy. But the Six of Pentacles quite often does bring us something, and it's a result, a reward of something that we've put out there. So the good that you put out comes back to you. It is a circulatory energy, right? Reminding us always that what we put out does come back quite often multiplied. And with that Six of Pentacles, yes, and especially with fruition and the rest of the energy, okay, there could be some doors opening for you here, or something materializing in your world, something real, something you can touch. Maybe someone buys you that bouquet of flowers, or you could have a little bit of money that comes your way, something like that. But yes, we can get information and knowledge here as well. But this can also be you putting something out, because the Six of Pentacles, yes, can be something coming back in, but it can also be you putting something back out. And you could be spending some money here, something that you've maybe always wanted, maybe you dreamed about, or something that is good for you and your family. The Six of Cups can literally represent children, as can the Page of Pentacles. So you might be moving to a bigger house or a better neighborhood, finding more stability for yourself and your family. Some of you at this time, maybe you have some, one of your children, or you might be graduating at this time as well, the ninth house of higher learning. And with the Page of Pentacles, maybe this is the time where they get like an acceptance letter, an offer letter to a college or university, their dream school, something there. Or, you know, you might be paying some money for a course, whether it's for yourself or for someone in your household. Whatever it is for you, we do have some peaceful energy. We've got a restoration of balance in here. And so something really positive, a very nice energy, I feel, with this eclipse for you guys. But the Six of Cups reminds us to stay present. Okay. Yes, it can bring you a present as well. Just so you know, you've got gifts, gifts, and gifts. Okay. So all kinds of gifts coming in here. But the Six of Cups can remind us always to be in the present moment, to focus on today. Okay. And just be a little bit aware that you might be feeling a little nostalgic at this time, and just make sure that whenever you are reflecting on the past, that you see things truthfully. Because sometimes in this energy, we can put rose-colored glasses on, right? It's our brains, our minds, our memories work in very interesting ways, and we tend to amplify the good and kind of downplay the bad, right? So, you know, so there could be something going on there with that, right? So just be aware of rose-colored glasses syndrome there. But with the Six of Cups, I feel like you're doing something in the present that affects your tomorrow in a very positive way, making plans, putting some action in place, whatever it is, making some decisions, and that's that better tomorrow there for you. But the sixes bring in a peaceful, calm energy, and the Page of Pentacles can bring in some really good news for you or bring in some improvements in your life in some way. So maybe it even brings you a little bit of luck, because the Page of Pentacles can bring you things that you have manifested in your world, and might not necessarily be the day of the eclipse, right? But a couple weeks before, a couple weeks after. And again, remember, we've got the solar eclipse in Aries coming up 2 weeks after the lunar eclipse. So there could be something that comes to you there, because it's new energy that comes in. We have nature here. Tune into the natural world, and you do have this earthy energy coming in here. So possibly some of you are looking to maybe go out and play in nature a little bit, take your children out, do something fun, do something new. Nature can also represent, maybe some of you are moving out to the country, right? So if you're looking for a new house, maybe you move to like the suburbs instead of the hustle and bustle of the city. Maybe you're planting a garden at this time, right? You plant the seeds and then you watch things grow. But connecting with nature can be a really good way to feel grounded, to feel connected, to feel focused. Perhaps you're looking to do something a little bit more fun and you go on like some retreat somewhere, but connecting with nature can really connect you with the universe and can possibly bring some blessings to you at this time. And this is very important to be grounded in the energy that we've got going on, right? The eclipses can bring chaotic energy. They can bring some uncertainty. They can bring unpredictable things, surprises as well. But it's important to stay grounded. So connecting with nature can really be the key to, feeling a little bit more stable, or just recognizing your connection with the universe. Might also be some signs that are brought to you when you do connect with nature. Maybe it's hummingbirds, it could be dragonflies, it could be ladybugs, right? Or maybe you want to connect with the trees as well, a little bit of tree wisdom in there. So connect with nature at this full moon and throughout the eclipse season, and I feel like this will just bring you a little bit more kind of centered energy into the mix. But I do feel this is relatively positive for you in here. And so embrace the energy, okay? Be open to receive as well. And that's what connecting with nature can help us do also. So have a great eclipse. I'll see you on the solar eclipse reading. But I thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.